Excellent. Welcome in. Lovely to have a couple of you already here in chat. And just going to jump straight in, bring up the games volume. And tonight's plan is to go back to the labyrinth we discovered at the end of last week and see what we can find. We should have all the materials required to build the key, so that's the first thing we need to worry about, is sorting that out. And we should have everything we needed. Just depends where it actually is in the menu. See, yes, radiant projector. So looks like we've got everything, and that, in theory, is what we need to get into the thing. Was this what I needed? Trying to remember where I left the teleporter. We'll find out soon enough. Yes, this is exactly where we want it to be. Oh, I've got stuff on me. Sorry. Don't know why I've still got stuff on me. There we go. I do apologise if there's a lot of background fan noise tonight. The noise gate's been misbehaving. I was trying to work out exactly what's up with that, but not sure if I succeeded or not. I don't actually know whether this needs to like bounce round this thing or not, because I get the feeling it might, which could then mean I actually need two of them. Let's have a look. Okay. Replace that. We're just slightly off. Let's see. What if I sat up here? Can I? Nope. Over here? Sort of. Yeah, I might need two of these. It feels like there should be a sweet spot where it works, but at the same time, it's too low. So I think I'm going to end up needing two of these. So we might have to go back and see what we can do about that. Alright, let's see what we can do. What we need to get a second one of those. I am such an anti-heat person, it is unreal. Bring the clocks, that'll be easy to get. That was the wrong direction. Oh, I have to go take myself that way. I am dreading summer coming back, as the last two summers have been utter hell, even when it's not technically too hot. I've just lost all ability to handle heat. I keep meaning to try and get rid of a load of the crafting supplies that are in my office so that I can fit the air mattress in here again when I need to, in order to be able to sleep next to the aircon. But it's not a huge space, so it can be difficult to clear up the space from all the hobby supplies that are currently out here. But when I first got the office, that's what I did for the couple of times it got too hot in the summer. Do I need you right now? No. Let's get the plorts. Should only need a couple of them. Still love this tree. Oh yeah, speaking of auroras, thank you so much for the screensaver. I've got it set up on both my laptops now. That is a beautiful screensaver. Oh, don't. Missed my last shot by several weeks and suddenly started to become heat tolerant again. Oops, didn't mean to walk into the teleporter. Of course, now I've had my shot, I'm getting warm again. And then looking up a list of things that make you heat intolerant is basically a list of everything that I have to take. It's a little ridiculous. Alright, that through. I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't have left the teleporter in the middle of the floor. That should now talk to that, which will talk to that. There we go. And the map's got something to say. Oh, that just opened up that. Okay. This is pretty. Dangerous looking, but pretty. Wonder what the dark areas off to the sides are. I'm clearly intended to go that way. Ow. I'm assuming that might open up more places later then. I wonder if there's more to this room than just the labyrinth. Let's find out. So, we have skipped a biome. I figured that was likely, as the labyrinth is probably sort of the end game zone like the ancient ruins. But I also figured I'm not going to stop playing until I've sort of unlocked all the slimes and everything anyway, so it doesn't matter if there's a slight order issue. So, labyrinth that towers over everything. Metals and pipes again, same as the ancient ruins. Some new slimes it looks like. Concerned it tells me to be careful of the shadows. And secrets, okay. Let's have an explore. Ooh. We've already got some friends that are able to jump in the air. What are you then? Shadow slime. I can't collect you. Okay. Diet none as well, which implies that I can't feed them. Okay. I'm just loving this sort of underwater effects that everything has on it. So this looks like it's going to be a door blocked by putting a port in somewhere. Let's just jump down a little. Is there anything other than some shadows down here? Nope. Shadows and a very concerned statue. I was expecting maybe like a treasure box or something down there. Well, let's make our way back up again slowly. Ooh, magma cone. That's new. Oh, no. Okay, not doing great at staying on there. Can I get it from here? Yes. So that's a new one. Slime science material, so it's one of these. It's just a regular thing, doesn't do anything else. Okay. Oh, and there's more up there. Oh, lots around actually. Now that I know to look out for it. Oop, blast. I am so bad at jetpack controls. Oh, they're all cute. I mean, we even have like little guys in here that are adorable if it would look at me. That just live in the lava. There's not many slimes that you can't really pick up. Usually it's just feral ones. So it's interesting that we can't capture the ones there. Ooh, what's this? Let's have a look. Okay, just another resource for this area. I was half expecting it to be food or something for a slime variety, but looks like it's just more things, hopefully filling in some of the question marks that are in the requirements for some of the crafting recipes. Because there's a lot of things that I haven't got a clue how to craft yet. I go blueprints, so many of these things like that one. No idea how to make a flag. Apparently that's extremely complex technology, so hoping to work these out. I'm wondering if they're question marks because I just need to buy the thing, but I'm sure I've had some that came up still with question marks on the ones that I have actually purchased the blueprints, because there's a lot of resources that I don't have yet. There we go. So we'll take those back with us. Aww, it's so pretty. It would be nice if we could, oh, hello. Wasn't expecting a hologram. It's you. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. Hello, Beatrix. I mean, Miss LeBeau. I mean, is Beatrix okay? Sorry, I just can't believe I'm talking to you now. You're kind of a legend where I'm from. I'm sorry, you probably have a million questions, and I'm so sorry, but I can only be so helpful. I'm in a position now where I need to manage what I'm doing here at all times until we can fix it. It's very delicate work, so we'll need to keep our chats a little short. Okay, you seem to know me, but I don't know you. Oh, I'm so sorry. I should have introduced myself. I'm Gigi. I'm a botanist and an explorer, and lately a makeshift expert on alien technology. I'm sorry I didn't make myself known sooner, but I had to know for sure that you wouldn't be like the others, that you were someone I could trust. So you're the one that sent me the letter in the boat that brought me here? Yes, I can't do this alone, and you're the one person I believe who could help me. Help you with what? Help me save Rainbow Island. Maybe even all of the Far Far Range. You see, when I first came to Rainbow Island, I was so taken with its beauty. It's unlike anything I'd seen before, but I eventually discovered this beauty came at a price. Long ago, something from way out there in space crashed into what is now Rainbow Island, and slowly it began to change things. The rocks and cliffs blushed with colour, and then rippled with veins of the same prismatic hues that sprouted from the grasses and other flora. Even the atmosphere here is a kind of hypercolour to it. It's everywhere, all spreading from the thing from space. That thing, I call it the Prismacore, changes the properties of everything around it. It starts with colour, but then the material and element changes begin. This is a very long call, for I need to keep it short. So how do we stop it? Traverse through the grey labyrinth and find me. I cannot leave my post, but I can communicate with you from these devices as you find them. Once you find me, we can try to stop what's happening here. In the meantime, I'll do my best to answer more questions as you think of them. But heck, even if you don't have any, it'll just be good to chat with another human. It's been so long. So... shouldn't need it to repeat herself, so okay, I'll see you inside. Good luck, Beatrix, and stay sharp. When the colours here intensify, things will get crazy. Ooh, I wonder if that's like the firestorms that would come through in the Glass Desert in the previous one. What do we need there? Rockport? Lava? I might go get a Rockport quickly. Because while we're not far from the entrance, I can drop off these new resources and quickly just grab a Rockport so that we have that open. I am so going to end up dropping into that at some point because I keep sprinting and using up all my jetpack energy. I'm expecting a lot of the secrets will be in the mist biome, but also the one we've just gained is going to be full of things. So if I open up the map, there's still a lot of sort of cloud over here, and I haven't got into this ruin down here, which I assume is the extra biome, much like how the labyrinth is treated as biome. I'm expecting the ruins down here to be. So lots to still explore on the map, but I was having to, feed this very annoying slime that's blocking what I assume is the entrance, but requires that you stay around at night collecting dew that only spawns at night. I'm actually going to just move this slightly. Let's put it over here. I think I'm going to run into it running across the room repeatedly. Let's quickly pick up a rock plort. Oh, we've got a very full machine. Okay, let's quickly drain the machine a little bit. Oh. Make sure that they've got food available still, but for the moment let's just sell these. And that should sort us out, because we've still got 3 plorts that we have no idea what they are. That looks like it might be a shadow plort, so I don't actually know what all of the ones even that are filled in are. I think they're just the ones that are available in the biomes I've visited. So there's still a number of slimes that we've not yet actually visited and discovered that we'll have to sort out. But that'll be okay. They will appear when they appear. One too many. Let the machine collect it. The heartbeats always escape whenever I collect them. I move the... they seem just lighter than other food, so I move the mouse and they just go flying. Right. All of you. I'm going to try and keep one of you. There we go. Let's head back. Huh? Oh, don't tell me it picked up the other end when I moved this end. It did. Oh, damn it. Okay. It's not actually too hard to get over there. Just frustrating. That's only a way home. So yeah, we'll head to that one. Oh, that's manageable. Let's quickly sleep until morning just so we have daylight. I know, the fact that you placed them separately, I assumed it was only picking up the one I was shifting the location of. But that's fine. We know how to get there on foot. And we'll put the teleporter inside that portal room that we've just opened. Alright, let's have a see what Victor wants. Beatrix, I was cleaning out the lab and found this. Perhaps you have some use for it. I believe it's still in working order. You know what they say, one person's trash is another person's hastily issued gift. Enjoy. Oh, lovely. I've already got the best flag in the game though, so don't need the pennant. Let's quickly check what's for sale, just in case there's any nice toys or anything. Okay, we've already got the rubber duck, and I don't know if having multiple rubber ducks actually does anything. Let's learn how to make a flag though. Alright. We can worry about that in the future. It probably isn't coming across at all because my voice is very flat, but I do try to read the various voices slightly differently. Not like putting on voices, it's more of a sort of just cadence thing. But I know it probably doesn't actually translate well into hearing it on stream because I am just an incredibly flat voice. but that's okay. I'm happy to sort of work with my limitations. I'm not trying to be a voice actor. Yeah, I don't know many people that can do voices. Always very impressed by people that can. Massive props to the voice acting industry, because that is a skill that is so much more than people realise. No, I don't want to go up. I should pinpoint now where I'm actually headed. Over there. But I want to go around the side. I believe is this way to get across the magma zone. Get some fuel. Might as well get a couple of pennies out of the pot. Sounded like someone was in it. Oh, hello. Aggressive little friends. I love all the combinations. It makes me want to overfill my farm with just every combination I can. That was a mistake. Every combination I can possibly put together, but there are not enough pens for every possible combination of slime. Right? Yes. So it just doesn't happen. Aww. Hello. The little babies. I love them so much. Oh, but we've got a lightning storm. Yep. We'll have that. Stop standing in the magma. There we go, we're almost back. Oh, I would. It's one of those things where if I didn't have the TARs enabled, it would be a lot more out of control, and I'd have just a lot of free-range slimes, which would let me have so many different combinations. But because I've got the TARs enabled, if they eat the... once they're a combination slime, if they eat a plort that isn't... I don't think I actually want it there, because that's the same problem I was having before, that as I cross the room I'll accidentally run into it. Oops, when did I pick up Tabby? Return them out to the outer room. There we go. If I drop them in this room, I'm pretty sure they'll just jump off into the void. And that teleporter should be working by the time we come back. I am tempted to do a save without the TARs enabled, so that I can just free range all the slimes and it doesn't matter what they eat. If I throw food at you, will you ignore it? Probably. Alright, let's drop off this. Okay. I'm not surprised. But at least that means when I find the other side of it, then it'll make the exit quick. But this door opened when we had that video call, so... Ooh. Pretty. We'll see. Always good to find a bit of money, but it would be nice to... I love just so many of the pink combinations. Tabbies are still my favourite, but you get such beautiful colorations coming out of some of the combinations. Still don't think I've planted mint mango, so let's take one of those for now. But yeah, it would be good fun to see how many different options there are, because pretty much every slime can combine with pretty much every other slime. There's usually a couple of exceptions, but not too many. Precariously placed chicken nest. Let's take the up. That's just the granite fruit that we have. That's what the bats eat. Just very toasty toes. There we go. Oh, hello. Yeah, I have nothing to knock you away with gently. It looks like a refinery. Not active, whatever it is. Okay. Presumably that will come into play as I unlock the secrets of the ruins then. But for now, let's head over to this other doorway. Ooh, we're on a bit of a slant. Oh, and now we're not near the lava, but chicken down. Anything interesting down here? Are you just carrots? Looks like it, yeah. And odd onions. Crystal slime. Okay. I keep expecting to find treasure pods hidden. I can't cope with all this adorable noise they're making. It's just... God, I wish slimes existed. Definitely one of the things of like playing RPGs and things, and yeah, I wish slimes were real. They'd be so cute. Yep, that's what I thought it was. Lava. And more of it. But yeah, this facility definitely just seems to run off lava where the previous one ran off water. Let's see what we can work out. That's a very toasty chicken. Oh, there's a tower in the area. As long as I'm not too near it, that doesn't matter. Can I get behind this statue? Am I supposed to get behind this statue? Okay, another one of you. Yep, still not active. But the fact is, they've both been in sort of semi-secret areas, so I get the feeling that once we turn something on, there's going to be a mission out here to locate as many of the things as possible. Oh, alright, the tiles are in the lava. Well, that's fine, they're nowhere near me. Oh, speak of the devil. They're trying to be. But I haven't got any water to deal with them. Half expecting the other direction to get a shot on me. Water. There we go. At least we can bump away the nasties now. Oh goodness. This is going to be a maze, isn't it? I should probably go back to that door and just explore the one path first. But there's just too many things to see. What on earth? Okay. Okay, so things that will escape. You can use it for ranching, but it has interactions in the labyrinth. Okay. Alright, can't leave the labyrinth with it through teleporters, and it'll probably run out of its timer before anything else. Okay, which one of you is happy to eat meat? Okay, unstable plots. I was expecting... Ah, that's the lit up one that was on the board. Okay. It's interesting that the Slimepedia tells you they're temporal distortions. There's been a sort of thread of time travel through the game, but it's not really been deliberately saying it yet. Okay. That sounds like there's going to be doors that are opened by these plorts. Okay, so there's probably a way to stabilize them. Alright. That explains why a lot of the plorts out here are these glowing plorts. I assumed it was that they were still their usual plorts, but with a weird filter on. But no, it actually looks like they are a unique plort. Should I be concerned by these rainbow flames? Yeah, they hurt as much as I was expecting. So, what happens if we take one somewhere? Oop. Plort's escaping. Okay, there's a message there, but I just want to finish exploring this room first. This seems to be an especially excited room. What's that? That's a rock statue. Would you happen to take... No. So you can't just throw any old plort. Aha. Okay, so there's an effect in the room. Because now I've got a stable plort. Right, it also doubles the plort. Okay, that's fun. I'll have to spend some time collecting and converting later. Ooh. Do I want more of this right now? Yeah, sure. We can always dispose of things if we need to. I don't know if I can get up onto those ledges or not. No, for now, let's go forward. The classic too many things to look at, brain can't focus on a single one of them issue. Oh, I'm not sure that we'd be able to answer them even if they did exist. I'm not convinced slimes have genes. Or it'll be something like mushrooms where there's like over 100 genders of them and things like that. I think they'd be so complex. Isn't it beautiful? Despite everything, there's a part of me that's still happy to see it all again. Let's see. Am I still inside the labyrinth? I was in a room with strange lights and things got crazy. I'm definitely still in the labyrinth. I hate you so much for that. Oh, hey, fuck me. Welcome in. Now you've got to raise that classic question of if a slime could wear trousers, how would it wear them? Okay, I was in a room with strange lights. When parts of the labyrinth begin to shimmer and explode with radiant light, you need to watch out. I call them prisma disruptions. They are the unstable bursts of energy generated by the prisma core. They come in waves, so learn to spot them and how to survive them. Because though the disruptions are dangerous, they'll prove essential for our work here, in time. Alright, still giving me the options though. Am I still inside the labyrinth? Yes, you're still inside the labyrinth. If you can believe it, it's a total recreation of aspects of the environment outside, down to the atmosphere. But even more astonishing is the scale of it all. It's actually bigger on the inside than it is on the outside, a total mind bender. Not everything here will make sense at first, or maybe ever. So just do what you do best, explore, collect, and figure out how best to navigate this place. Knowing your way around and understanding how things work here will prove valuable in time. Yeah, I do wonder if they would ooze through the fabric. That is definitely a problem. Okay, so we're just forever able to loop that conversation. Back to exploring. Okay, Beatrix, you know where to find me if you need me. Well, sort of. Yeah, I can talk to that thing anytime. Okay, so this is gorgeous. Ooh. Ooh. Second, just need to ban a spammer. Auto mod doing its job though. I definitely agree. Major red flags when that's day one. But I'm half expecting GG to be me from the future. It's that vibe that I'm getting off the interactions. That looks like a resource that I'm not going to have inventory space to collect right now. And it's just a partially prismatic tree. Okay. Well, let's go for a walk through the park. We've got... oh, that's that plot, so... we have those. We haven't got a clue what we're doing with those yet. So, give me these. Oh, they change colour. Alright. Twin slimes. So yeah, they're the two colours of the aisle that's split in two. Unclear if they're two versions of the same slime or different ones. Well, we just watched one convert, I think, so they must be the same slime. Okay. They create portals. Oh, is this going to be like the quantum slimes where they're just going to escape? Let's see, its plot is two plots occupied in the same spot in reality. So they're unstable. Okay. And Polari cherry, that's a fruit we haven't come across yet. So we'll have to see if we can find one. I'm going to throw something else at this. Nothing. That's alright then. Oh, definitely living back at the ranch. One of the many people on the far, far range. Okay, that's new. Black Indigonium. I can collect it so I can get the entry. So yeah, just another resource to play with, but if I can find the food the slime likes, I'll drop something and get that food instead. Phosphor slimes, so it's obviously... okay. Hello, little tabbies. No, I don't want the tabby, I want that. Ooh, okay, that's scary. We'll investigate that in a second. We'll always try and collect a number of slimes. Okay, that was weird. There's another one of these up here. We still haven't worked out what they're for. Okay. There's just too much to look at again. I do kind of love that problem with this game. The tars are spawning. Let's just have water on hand in case. That's got to lead to something, but for the moment, let's go back to that glowing portal. See what happens. Oh, it refilled my stamina really quickly. Just check that that was what that did. Nope, that was just coincidence. It exists. could be literally anything going on there. So let's continue forward. I do want to try... Oh, there's another... Oh, is that a... 1 second. Let's make our way over here as there's a communication point. Have you watched the sunset inside the labyrinth? The darkness of night creeps in, and yet it's all an illusion. Or at least, it has to be. Speaking of darkness, what's with those shadowy slimes I've seen? Shadow slimes are a strange variant of slimes that seem to be the opposing polarity of the Prismacore made manifest. I still don't know if they were specifically created by someone to be this kind of opposing force, or if they evolved to be that way. You know, how nature always seems to find a way. Either way, shadow plorts seem to provide a kind of dampening effect to Prisma disruptions. It's a long shot, but maybe they can somehow be used to negate the effects of the Prismacore. If I can even find a shadow plort, I haven't seen how to do it yet. Have we got any slime tips? So they're slippery little fellas, aren't they? Shadow slimes will quickly flee from you or Prisma disruptions, so your best bet is to search areas that were not recently under the effects of Prisma disruption. Once you do see a group of them, you need to sneak up on them, and then try to knock out as many plorts as possible before they all flee. So be sure to bring some extra junk in your backpack just for that. Well, that's cruel. Just don't go chasing one off a ledge or something. I'm definitely not speaking from experience there. Oof. Hey, I am an expert in chasing things off ledges. So why did you trust me with all of this? I'm no hero, Beatrix. I just knew that I needed a real hero to stop what's happening here. And a hero... well, a hero you can trust. I mean, if you can't then, who else is there? So I tried to picture the perfect person for this job, and it was you. I've had my trust broken before. That's what caused everything to go wrong. I trusted the wrong people. But this is my chance to make it right. You might not feel it yet, but you are a hero, Beatrix. You'll become one in time. There are so many amazing adventures ahead of you, I promise. In time, this will be just another chapter in the adventures of Beatrix LeBeau, another story for some little girl to read under a tree and dream that her life might ever be as grand a tale. Well, that's a weird sentence. So I'd better keep moving. Do you want to open that door for me? No. Oh. I was really hoping that she'd open the door. Sorry. Alright, let's thin the herd a little. Poor scared slime. Don't run towards another tar. There we go. Temporarily, you're okay. Okay. I feel mean having to throw stuff at the shadow slimes to cause them to spawn. Let's refill the water. Tranquil little spot. Take more of these for the moment. Oh, hello. Oh, you're just an angler. Hello. The anglers are beautiful. No, we don't bully slimes. We just occasionally throw them in the ocean when we have too many. Isn't it beautiful? Despite everything, there's a part of me that's still happy to see it all again. Those are the same conversations we've had, so... I wonder if this opens at some point. It feels like it should. I'm assuming that's a... Okay, there's a map in here. No idea how to get in there. It's open from the top. Do I think I can make a climb up this? Let's keep looking around the bottom a second. Oh, this is literally that bush that we were at the entrance. Okay. Other than trying some parkour to get up, I'm not sure how best to get in there. I want that map. Oh, no. Used up my jet fuel. Never paying enough attention to that. This is why when I used to play World of Warcraft, I had the thing that put your like health and mana and things in circles around your crosshair. Much easier to keep track of. Nope, that's blocked as well. Does anywhere look especially climbable? Not particularly. I'm not sure I've got the energy. Oh, don't. I'm so bad at it. Luckily, though, you could often catch yourself with a very quick burst of glider. But yes, so many falls to the death in that. But God, that was a good game. Can I? No, can't stand up there. Let's just keep trying for a minute before we give up. I bet there's a really obvious, simple path to get on top of this thing. That just isn't the way I'm trying to do it. But it wouldn't be me if I didn't try and overcomplicate things. Hello. Right. We've got some of the height we're looking for. Go into that? Yes. Okay. I wonder if that's the fruit I'm looking for. No, I think that's just another half and half tree. Ooh, let's see what's in this tower. Are you the fruit I'm looking for? Yes. Okay. Dump that for now. Want the favourite food of the slimes I'm collecting first. So, yeah, just grow a tree of it. Oh, cool. Nothing special. But that's excellent. That's the food we're looking for. Now let's continue along these very broken pathways. Oh, that was a tree of that fruit. Oh. Hopefully we've got the height. Yeah, lovely. You can all run off, that's fine. Although, yeah, it does work. Let's dump the petals. We can come hunting for those when we want more. So, known for vanishing into thin air, no threat to the rancher, they just like to flee. Sounds like, yeah, there we go, need their plots for the labyrinth puzzles, so sounds like we're going to need a lot of those as we go through. Ooh, didn't want to fall down. I was just trying to examine the room below. Does it look like there's anything that important in there? There isn't a door out the other side. Okay. Alright, let's jump down. See what platform that lands us on. Do you have anything important to say? What an incredible view. So easy to get lost in the beauty of it. That is, until a prisma disruption turns it all to chaos. Yeah, finding your way around here is hard enough without them. I thought that might be the case, so I've been developing a gadget that should prove useful to you. I call it a disruption detector. It does exactly that. Placing them around the labyrinth will tell you when a prisma disruption is about to happen in that area. It even works on your map. I'll give you one I made myself, as well as the blueprints. You can fabricate as many as you need. Ah. Okay. We've already worked out how to get the plorts. Yep, so that needs a resource we haven't collected yet. Interesting. every chance it's just a twin slime plort or something. I don't think I collected that plort. Don't know if it recognises. That's where I was. What plorts I've collected yet? Slime on a treadmill. Oh, it's got. Oh, great! That's a statue that I need to throw a plort into. Okay. I have a feeling it's going to end up being one of these. What if I throw your own plorts at you? Does it double them up? Oh, nice. Okay, I kind of want to try jumping over to that, but I also really want to continue getting into this building first. I feel so bad throwing plorts at them. Oh good, there's guys just to get me up. Right, give me that. That should... Oh gosh, this is its own map. This is huge. Assuming that disruption line is the outside of this labyrinth, this is huge. And yeah, whatever these are, which I'm assuming is those weird little altar-y things I've been spotting, is 25 to activate. Oh, I wonder if I need prisma plorts for all these things. Get our doors open at least. That'll make travelling easier. And then see if this will throw me up. Lovely. And then this one. Nice. So I want to try and get over to that. See if I can. Oh, there we go. Sloomba statue. What? Well, it doesn't want a shadow plort. What on earth's Sloomba? So I'm going to assume that's a play on slumber. I wonder if there's another nighttime exclusive slime that I need to look for. Interesting. What I am going to do is head to one of these and see if it activates with no, there's one just there. A prisma plort. See if that's sort of what the puzzle is here. Let's have a look. There we go. Yeah, what if I shoot with one of these? Nope. No idea how these things work. I love the rattly noises, as if there's wind blowing through. Yeah, keep exploring them. Whatever this is, pipes of water and lava going up it. More doors to unlock. Okay, so do I need another radiant emitter? Or is there a way to rotate this? That doesn't look like it's going to rotate, so I might need another emitter. Okay. This is where I really wish I'd brought a return home portal to make life easier for myself. I have. So I could at least just pause, go home, and while I'd still have to make my way back here, at least it'll let me empty my bags quickly. So let's just do that. Ugh, always hitting the wrong buttons. There we go. Let's head home, clear our bags. We're collecting far more than we can actually carry. New messages, lovely. You guys look hungry. Right, so how much are these plorts worth? Not enough to sell. I'm just going to actually put them in the refinery. And then I have enough money to go set up a pen, although I'm tempted to make a combined boom slime with things I've got, because I'm ending up with a lot of pens of just individual slime types out this way. Actually, no, you know what? We're going to set them up in the dig. It's a whole area that we haven't done anything with. So, this way. And maybe they'll feel more at home being in an archaeological site. Ugh, the mouthfeel of that word. So, I'm just going to end up regretting this when I have to keep making this run back and forth. Goodness, I really need to get those refinery teleporters going. But yeah, let's set up. I'm assuming I can't feed anything with slime plorts. So let's build a corral. Up the walls. Put on the roof. There we go. And then put you in there. And in the corner we will put your food. There we go. That is a pretty tree. And then a few of you can eat. I'll get that down to low for when it's ready. Lovely. So we now have a source of these as well. And I should really... Who wants the mint mango? Honey slimes. Okay. Let's just plant them out here. Just that I have them somewhere. Running out of money to upgrade these plots, but that's fine. I'm not too worried about speeding up the mango growth. I do wonder what a mint mango would taste like. It's an interesting combination. Gosh, mango is delicious. Just not very agreeable. Nope, you're obviously full. Gosh, everything's got full. So I keep skipping time just to handle specific needs. Okay, I obviously haven't fed you. This is the wrong food for you, technically. This is for the other ones. So let's give you half and half. Have I not? No, I still haven't given you a feeder. There we go. Not too bad, really. I'm not really getting enough plots together for it to actually be a problem that I don't have a feeder. Collect what we've got for now. Probably sell a bunch of this. Don't know if there's anything I'm making that needs hunter and thing plots, so let's go warp tech. Nah. It's all the other resources that are causing me the problems. And jellystone especially. I do not have enough jellystone in the world. It probably is. Should try making a mint mango ice cream or something. Bet that would be nice. Although that does now make me want mint chocolate chip ice cream. God, I love mint chocolate chip. There we go. So yeah, don't think there's much we can afford right now because of resources. Okay, so we can add another slot. That's worth doing. We just need to get 5,000 together. Well, that's easy enough. If I actually do some farming, yep, see, best flag. Only flag I need on my ranch. Slot's full. I need to get an upgrade that lets me hold more than 40. Close enough. Let's sell those. To be fair, bacon ice cream is also excellent, but I do wish there were more fruity flavours. Because I know most of them end up being like sorbets or anything, but yeah, more sorbet in the world would also be excellent. Yeah, fruit flavours are just horrendously underrepresented. Actually, well, next to you, I don't know. Stock up on food. As you are completely out. There we go. And you should also... Where'd you come from? Why do I have loose roosters? I mean, why do I have so many roosters? Ugh. Okay, thin the herd. Can't remember who likes the roosters. Sea hens for you. Stony hens for you. I have a feeling it might be the boom slimes. No, you like the briars? Okay. Someone I thought liked the roosters, although no, it's the hunters. Well, we'll go back and feed them in a minute. Plenty more plots out that way to collect. The hunters are over in the cave. I don't know Sprinkles. I'm assuming that's a chain of ice cream places. Now, I expect the Colonel probably doesn't like roosters. I wouldn't be surprised if roosters aren't what they actually want on the farms, annoyingly. If it's actual gelato, that will be amazing, because gelato is vastly superior to ice cream. It's one thing holidays in Europe has definitely spoiled me for, is how good a real gelato is. Left one behind. There we go, got more than enough money now for what we're doing, but let's just finish up some slime maintenance. Might quickly buy the food holders for these two. Oh, this one has one in it, just this one. There we go. And then we will slow it down, plop the roosters in. These ones have a... no. There we go. I'll enjoy those. You lot still have tons of plots in the bank. So get me back to my 5,000. Lovely. Not too bad. Alright, let's head back. Oh, I should take some rock plots with me again, as that seems to be a recurring requirement. So let's quickly now buy that upgrade. There we go. So, lava dust and storage cell is going to be the hard one, as that I have to find. And don't have a jetpack drive. That's just saving me for when I jump off things. Yet again, the things I really want need me to run around getting jellystone. So I could definitely just get more. If I can't use less stamina, just having more of it would solve a lot of that issue. Right, let's have a look at this. So that lets you transfer between 2 points. I just really want more of these. I am definitely going to have to work out the best places to go to get more jellystone. But let's quickly get that rock brought. Not that I can remember for the life of me where the second needful one that I saw was, and get back to exploring the zone. Although actually it's slightly overdue for a quick break, so I'm going to take a quick break, refill my drink and things. So I will see everyone in a couple of minutes, and then we will continue exploring this labyrinth, because there seems to be a heck of a lot out here to explore. So next week, probably going to, unless we find something specific in here, I might finish up exploring, getting into the other ruins next week. But for the moment, I'm going to quickly take a break and see everyone in a minute. Alright, back again. Realised as I left my chair that I'd forgotten something to do back at base, so we'll return there. And welcome in, Raiders. Yeah, sorry for the awkward timing. I'd literally just closed off to break and was just filling up my drink from bottle when the raid came through. So anyone that's still around, welcome in. And no problem about raiding and running, totally understand. Hopefully you had a lovely stream this evening. I'm not sure what you were up to. I need to work out doing shout-outs so that I can get it to tell me what people were up to on their stream when they come in. Actually, I'm going to write that down before I forget, because that's the kind of thing I do keep completely forgetting, is to continue to enhance the stream functions. Oh, that is so good. That looks amazing. It's on my list to play, but I've watched some of it. Not too much, because I don't want to get spoiled too far in, but it looks absolutely amazing. Quickly add a note to my pad. And then what we forgot was that we need another radiant emitter to continue our exploration. So what do I need to find? Just 9 boom plots. That we can do. What did we say that their favourite food was? Briar hens. Not something I really have, but we'll just take them some. Did it again. Keep turning the wrong way out of the teleporter. Let's head up and see what we can get from them. We can just feed them some other things for now. I really need to, with the light down, oh, isn't it gorgeous? I need to get more of that tree. Unfortunately, it's a purchase or a gift. I don't think I can actually make it. The wrong menu. Let's go to Slimepedia. It's also the wrong menu. I want decorations. Somewhere in here should be that tree. Yeah, I don't know how to make it. I want several of them around the area. Enjoy. Let's throw some of these at the ash. Keep these slimes alive and healthy. God, you can feed so much to that before it gets full. Any more chickens hiding around? Yep. Lovely. That sounds like some chickens spawning. There we go, that'll be hopefully enough to get the plots we need. Only problem being that they won't be able to eat them all right this second. Let's see how many that gets us up to. We're going to be one short, aren't we? Yeah. I need one more. Oh good, someone ate something. I'm pretty sure it said I had one plot already. There we go. So that should be plenty. We can make the emitter to hopefully get back into the labyrinth and into that room that we found at the end. Let's have a look. Will you now let me? Yes. There we go. Hopefully we don't need to. Although I was thinking, as long as I don't mess up the teleports again, I could reclaim the ones out there. Actually, that's point. The doors stay open once it's removed. I'm assuming the answer's no. So... let's see. I now close out of that menu. I'm not sure if that warning is going to take it off the door off me or not. And if I can take the existing emitters, that will save me a lot of hassle if I need more than one to open the door. Alright, let's head back through the ruins. Yeah, I've noticed most of you use Nightbot. I just, need to look into the things. I'll message Tyler and ask. Thank you for that suggestion. Because, there's lots of functions. Now that I'm comfortable with the overall sort of setup, other than sort of wanting to get a new background and things at some point, I do need to get the bot work sort of going as the next sort of important thing to focus on. I wonder if that rock port I need was the other side of that. I have not the foggiest where that was. For now, through the dizzying corridor. Let's see if we can spot wherever that was that we had the requirement for another rock plort. I don't actually remember for the life of me quite where it was. That's a gate that we don't know how to use. Okay. Did I come in this room last time? There's just too much to explore. Right, what do you want? You're a boom statue, okay. Sadly, I have nothing to feed this lot to get them to give me. They'll eat meat and fruit, so I should be able to find something. Let's keep an eye out for some fruit. And we've got the tars already. Everything's going wrong for all the slimes that live here. How many are there? Ooh, give me that chicken. I need to feed a... You're pink larger, you're not what I'm after. Let's go feed the ones down this end. There we go. Give me a boom plort. Thank you. It's so aggressive. But presumably that will now be that door open. Oh gosh, I'm nearly dead. Yes, that is that door. Ah, the lava. Not the thing to do when you're nearly dead. Okay. Oh, we're under there. We were above there last time. Oh, is this why we have dead ends we can trap these guys in? That's probably why we keep being able to chase these into dead ends. That gives us a lot of plorts. Okay. What can I see through there? There's another statue. So is there any point to being under here other than resources? It's just magma cone. I was hoping there might be some sort of like magma honey. Where did we enter this room from? Over here. Let's head through and take the other path out of this room. Deal with some of these guys. Refill. This is definitely where that tech that exists to there are these things, hydro turrets, might be worth getting a few of. Get some protections just down in various spots around the ruins. Oh, that's just so pretty, isn't it? Can I steal that? Yes. Excellent. That's just a pit. Is there any other purpose to this room? Doesn't look like it. Unless the purpose is up. Hello. Still no idea how to get back to... Oh, okay, we've opened the floor now, so we've got a whole load of pathways opening up. Isn't helping me remember how I got to the thing though, because we don't have a map in here. Okay. Another dead end. Well, it's got to be off this room, because this was the room we started in last time. I've just done that twice in a row, haven't I? Okay, let's try taking the route that isn't the same dead end corner. Now, can I work out where that view was? Let's have a look. Somewhere I can place that thought. I'm just not sure where. Now it's visible down the end of that tunnel. So it should be over here somewhere. Wherever that tunnel connected, but I've come back out the exit again, haven't I? I am completely lost. Let's just try going down. See if we can work our way this way. Okay, this is a room that's having a bit of an event. All the charismatic flares going on. Hello, friends. I am not going to have enough water to deal with this many slimes, but it's something. Okay, reduce the numbers slightly so I can just get through. More food that's being converted. No, I am just completely turned around in terms of where that statue is that needs the rock plort. That's where I was when I got myself turned round the last time. Let's try going up. Oh, the music's caught on to the fact the tars exist. I feel like I'm just running in circles. What's across the feral slime land? This is that same corridor, isn't it? Yep. Okay, let's try pinpointing this. If we go down the end of this tunnel, where do we end up? Okay. So went the wrong way. Where on earth was the path out to this? Let's try putting a waypoint just so that we have a directional indicator. Now behind these was another one of those things that I haven't worked out how to activate. I could really do with working out where the map is for this zone. Alright, thanks Bree. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Back at the water tap. Up is something. Nope, up is where that was. Okay. Down is nothing. Try down here. Did we use the pipes to get to wherever we were? Possibly. If I am a bit more careful about it, can I get up this pipe? Yes. Okay, I failed that last time. Ah. Is this just that corner that I keep saying is a dead end? It is. Okay. Well, let's try, though. Does this take me to the room? Yes, okay, we're on the way. Whew. So, gotta try and remember that I do need to actually take the pipes. Okay. I wonder if there is any value to going down. But also, the map doesn't list that there are any treasure chests, so there might not be any out here, which would explain why we keep running around and not finding any. But we now need to get back up there. Goodness knows how. Let's just make our way along. No tree. It will all eventually end up the right way. Just look at the staircases. Right. Okay. Alright, so we're back to this weird thing that I still have no idea what it does. Other than look pretty. Was this the tower that had the thing at the top that I don't know how to use? Yes. I'm half convinced these are to switch day and night. Ooh, looks like stuck. Try not to have a repeat of last week where we had to use the unstuck button. So that was frustrating to lose everything that we were holding. Right. We need to get that way with some height. Okay. Let's just keep heading this way. Uh-oh. No. I glanced down right as I jumped. And saw the stamina. One day I'll learn. One day. Alright, give me another plot. Lost nothing but time. Fortunately, don't lose the important things like the emitters that I'm carrying. So I say I don't need any help jumping off ledges. Gigi did not need to warn me about that. It is a significant skill of mine. Well, hopefully, with all that running around and not trying to find our way back to that, don't want to try and find my way back to that, wherever I need to put the boom plort that I said I needed to bring out. Because this is just that, it's not a... yeah, that's just another one of those. Not a hidey hole for a plort. Yeah, if I don't spend ages trying to work out where that is, hopefully I can find my way back a bit quicker. So I've just got to find my way to that pipe. Oh, might as well get some money while I'm down in a hole. Being a little careless as there's not the void in the base of this room. Right, let's try and find that pipe. Was it up? Oh, I need water. There we go. Yes. Okay, I think we've roughly learnt the way back here now. So that's something. And everything hasn't managed to eat each other's plorts yet and turn into tar. Right. Now, pay attention. Oh, lightning. In this room. And not jump into the void a second time. Makes me want to play slime basketball, this hoop. That's I have a feeling that's the danger distortion warning. Might have to keep an eye on that. Right, this time we have stamina. There we go. A bit more successful. So let's make our way up top. We have a lot of emitters, so even if we can't get the thing to actually I'm going to put away that portal just so I don't accidentally walk into it while I'm doing what I want to do in this room. So, is there a world in which I can... No. I'm going to have to bounce this around the room. That's fine, that's why we made sure we had multiple. Lovely. I missed, haven't I? There we go. So hopefully that's now opening the door downstairs. I have a feeling that blue just means that I've not actually got this one placed correctly. Yeah. Okay, we're going to need to do a bit more work on the angles. But that's fine, we do have a spare one. Okay. Bye. Well, that lends the idea that we are sort of actually supposed to just collect them once it's done. You are kidding me, right? I have to jump across this. Oh dear. Okay. I wonder if oh, it disappeared. I'm wondering if I'm supposed to be aiming for that platform down there. Oh, let's try. Oh yeah, we're not going to have the height to... we're going to make it? No. Okay. Might need to focus on getting that stamina upgrade. As couldn't feather the jetpack well enough to make the distance. So either stamina or jetpack upgrade, and I don't think I have the resource I saw for this one, no. So we need this one, which is primordial oil and jellystone. Okay, so 1 second. I'm going to write that down. That's going to take a bit to do. Trying to remember where primordial oil is. I think it might be around the coast, the sort of coral areas. So we will go and have a look for that. So we'll have to put the labyrinth explorations on pause and see what we can do, which isn't the end of the world. While we're here, let's do a little bit of maintenance on the range. There we go. Feed up everyone. I should really make a point of actually going and feeding the boom slimes, as they are a plot that I seem to be needing a lot of at the moment. Alright, what have we got out here? A lot of chickens. Okay. What are you? Just an elder rooster? Okay. You have those. We'll just send the roosters that we've gathered to the hunters. Not a lot to collect here right now. What about you? Yeah, you're full again. Here we go. You should have a couple for me. I'll not tone you down. Yeah. Let's just get some money together. See what else we can do. They're not in a very calm mood at the moment. Do you mind? All the stuff that's in their pen's meant to be keeping them a little calmer. Actually, before I go sell all these plots, I will double check. None of them are needed for what I'm making. So let's have a quick look at the recipes. So, in here, cotton and batty, okay. And then, don't have the cell for that one. I wanted to look up this boom puddle brine. Okay, so heat the batty in the puddle. We'll put those in the refinery instead. So carefully move through the tanks. There we go. Drop off the ones that we know we need. Then I'll go do and explore for some oil and jellystone. Oh, first, let's go send some chickens to the boom slimes, as we do actually need to keep on top of that. We had a message to read. First of all, anything for sale. Okay. That's just entertaining. That's cute. Okay. Don't know why I need the flag when it's on the map anyway, unless the flags come up on my compass. Let's buy one just in case. We can put it down and see what happens. Those just sound pretty. Okay. Now, who wanted to speak? Mochi. Hey B, I got you a gift because, I don't know. Anyway, I hope you like it. Or don't, whatever. Okay, Ashwood, that can go over in the fire zone. Hey Amiga, how are you feeling out there? When I feel lonesome, I go out and do something nice for a friend. Makes me feel right as rain every time. This is just my little way of saying I'm thinking of you. Oh, just a nice shrub. Gosh, everyone wants me. Don't worry, I'll tell her. You're quiet now, I'm talking to her. Okay, we've tuned into another conversation. Hey B, Hobson wanted you to have this. He says if you don't want it, he'll make mighty fine kindling. Ooh, pink grass. And then our best friend, Bob. Oh, he's got a chicken. He's probably always had a chicken, but I swear he didn't have the chef's hat and things before. It's a very scared looking chicken. Hello, fellow human. Has gifts for you. Yay, chickens. Ooh, magma comp. I love Bob. Bob is the best. Bob is just a perfectly normal, shy human. I want the daisies. What do you look like? Oh, and the lamp. And we don't need you. We do need you. Okay. More buttons. So, are these warm daisies? Yeah, let's go put them out by the boom plorts. Slimes. I should think of them more as slimes than just their plorts. Let's go visit the booms. Wrong button. That button. Because I want to start setting this up as a cozy zone. So I have to make some sort of campfire picnic area. And we will... yeah. And then we don't actually want a fruit flag necessarily here because it's got Q-berries on it, and so I want to put it by the Q-berries, but just for curiosity... no, it doesn't... okay. Don't quite know what the point of that is then. So that's everything we need to put down. Are there any chickens out here right now? I think there was one to the left just then, but let's grab some more fodder for the ash pit. Keep these guys happy. Send that chicken that way. And then let's have a look down here, because this is a coastal area, I believe. Yeah, one of these coastal coral areas. No, I can't get it now, I haven't opened it. Okay. Forgot I needed to open that one. Let's send that chicken over that way. And run around for a bit. See if we can get the resources we need over the next quarter of an hour. And hopefully work out exactly where Jellystone and things comes from. Does it actually tell me anything? Not really. Okay, primordial oil is magma fields, so if we head towards the magma fields, I know the jellystone is all over the place. Yeah, there's usually some over here. But we do seem to need a lot of that. And then to the right-ish. Yeah. Vaguely learning the pathways, mostly because I've occasionally been actually paying attention to where I'm going when I slow down and stop sprinting, but as shown by the labyrinth, not that good a learning skill. But we know how to get to the magma, so keep an eye out for any jellystone on the way. But otherwise, that should be quite an easy one to get, just around the main area. Whereas this is the one that I have to go further out for. And nicely, we do have a portal home in the magma area. So, keep trying to just walk through trees. Never works. Haven't quite learned how to quantum tunnel yet. Right, keep our eye out for things out here. I thought this area was full of the lava dust rather than necessarily things like oil. But we'll have a look. See if we can locate any. Got these things around somewhere. Not currently spotting anything. Odd. Trying to land on the edge, not in the lava. Alright. Come here. I'm going to take a couple more of these home as I keep needing boom plorts. So it's probably worth having some more. Not seeing a lot of anything. I do think it must just be... Oh, that's lava dust, I think. Let's have a look. Yep. I'm not convinced that I paid enough attention when skimming that entry and the primordials over here. But we'll keep looking. At the very least, lava dust is also useful. Don't know if it's worth checking in the caves to see if the oil's in there. So let's just grab this. I'm trying to keep an eye out for all the little bits of movement on the screen from the resources to try and spot them, and it's distracting me from actually keeping up the commentary. Let's see what we find if we just head over here a little bit. Other than just a very nice little enclosure. Anything over there? Nope. What is the point of this dome other than being a pretty rest? You are radiant ore. I don't need you, but I'll take you while I've got the slot. We can always dump it if we do start to find the stuff we're looking for. I'm going to go up into the volcano. See if there's anything interesting inside it in terms of oil. Get some more of that one over here. There's the way home's in there anyway. Let's see where you take me. Even though I'm pretty sure up is the wrong direction entirely for finding things. Have I read you? I never managed to conclude if the prisoner waves caused all this lava to erupt to the surface, but I believe it did. The rainbow grass and iridescent rocks, all lovely to see, and the ecosystem seems to coexist with it to some degree. But this lava, this is the breaking point. My guess is it started like it always does. It creeps up a few degrees over the years and you hardly notice, and then one day you realise you're cooking. Ugh, I wish I had a dog to pet right now. It's a random aside at the end, but no, I don't think I've read that one. Have I not made my way up here before? Might not have done, as there's so much to explore on the ground in this zone. Huh. Yeah, I don't remember reading that one, but I also might have done. I've got to have been up here for that, so possibly just my memory failing me. And that's never a unique situation. Let's see. There we go. As I'm assuming the entrances, well, one of the entrances was there. Let's see if there's anything special in here. Hello. And if not, we will reconsider the text and the where it might be. But are you lava dust? Okay. That's our portal home. Are you a briar hen? No, you're a hen. Would be good to set up a chicken pen for my friends if I can. Boom plots, as that is a sort of sticking point in our generation at the moment. Yeah, let's head home for the moment. Drop off these things, and then we will consider where else oil might be. Let's reread the entry in a second. It's still got some useful things. Always good to have some of these supplies, and let's take this one out. I am half convinced, well, it's tempted to try my going to the coral coastal areas, but I have a feeling it may or may not be out there because the other resources are more likely to be out there, because I think the deep brine is definitely on the coast and the silky sand. Yeah, deep below the surface implies I need to go down to get it. But can't for the life of me remember where that would be. But yeah, I should really set up a chicken pen out here. Yeah, just a couple of benches, that's what I need now. Really set this up into a little camping area. Let's head back out and just have another little run around the island. Let's just top up the food of these guys. We've not been spending enough time on the ranch to keep them all fed. Ooh, another escapee. Get back in there. What is over this wall? Nothing. Nothing. Just wondering if resources are hiding from me. If I actually take some of the other curves of the island. So yeah, this is the edge of the coral zone, but I don't believe this is a through path. It's definitely not oil. Where was this teleporter? Oh, I think this one was the one on the left of the map. The map's rotated in my head. It's the north of the, yeah. I'm thinking that I'm stood at the teleporter walking towards the ruins, therefore it's even on the right, but I knew what I meant. The words I say and the things going on in my head are rarely related. It's one of those things where I tend to be gesticulating with my hands the correct direction of what I'm thinking. It's something I get from my mum as well. She's always said, focus on my hands and follow those, not the words I say. And yeah, it's entirely how I am. Yeah, I've let my ghost expire, but there's only a few minutes left. I still need to look into, there's a couple of ideas I've got for things other than the ghosts that I want to look into, because in theory I should be able to, it's a widget I purchased, but I should be able to just take the code, put new art in. I want to get some axolotls made and get those sort of functioning. Where else would it be? Let's try heading back south. On these things, I wish resources got labelled on the maps. I need to look up what plot that is. Yeah, it'd be thematic for now, but then I figure by the time I get it done, it'll probably be near the end of this game anyway. And so, I figured maybe not. There's also a little critter that I'm thinking of getting done. It's this little mini alien character that one of my friends draws. I was thinking of maybe commissioning her to make the frames for including them. Should be quite neat. And that would then just be cute and fitting across the channel. And so long as it doesn't cause any sort of major performance overheads, I'll probably end up keeping them all active, or at least a couple of them, because then people can just choose what character they want. It also means that if I'm playing a scary game, I can bring up the ghosts. If I'm playing something cuter, I can bring up something cuter. Alright, what are you? Sand. Yeah, it definitely said that the oil is in the magma zone. That is such a pretty pond. Struggling with this one. This should take me back to that cave we were in. Oh god no. God no. I mean light scary. Things like the game Moving Houses and Grun. Things like that. Are you oil? Yes. Tons of oil. And slimes that are... There's too many of them in this pond as they're all getting a bit embarrassed and shy. Oops. Sorry, that means we're trying to kidnap you. There we go. Oil. Can I see any others from up here? No. Let's all try and remember that there was oil hiding just to the side of the volcano. My brain's useless, so I'm outsourcing the remembrance. That is exactly the kind of thing I would do. Or I end up doing what I often do and just, I'll get into a locker and never leave it. And just, that's it. That's the game for me now. I live in a locker. That frequently is the problem with scary games. I like ones where I can control when I'm getting the scares. So if I play things like Phasmophobia, anytime I'm getting scared, I can just go stand in the van. I can sort of like pause the scare and sort of get myself back up to wanting to head out, whereas otherwise, okay, we've got plenty of oil, just a jellystone. Otherwise, yeah, it's a problem that because I'm not in control of the pacing, it gets too much for me. Yeah, see, this is why I don't plan to do anything that involves making like stream goals and things be play scary games. There's every chance that I will at some point. Especially, it's one of those things, if I get to the point where I'm streaming more than once a week, which is the long-term goal, then I might look at putting games I would be less likely to play in. Because I own quite a few relatively scary games. I've just never got into them enough to actually really play them. But I've been watching a lot of scary games, but then you've got issues where like I can't play things like a Resident Evil because I just can't aim well enough, especially when panicking. So I'd have to play the whole game, no guns, and that's a bit difficult. But other scary games, we'd have to see. Ones that are more explore and run away from the things, or you have like a melee weapon that doesn't have durability. Alright, let's quickly see what Victor wants to say. Beatrix, I need a data point from you. I'm running an experiment on the psychological impact of gift reception. Please tell me which of the following feelings you experience. Gratitude, joy, or perhaps hunger? Please do not consume this gift. Oh, nice. Another teleporter. Always good to have lots of them. There's those sort of sequences in that probably would get me. I've never played Little Nightmares. It's one that I've watched people play, and therefore never got around to sort of looking at purchasing it myself. Because I love the art design of those, and I think I could probably do okay with it. But I'd have to see. I don't know why I went there, but I just that will tell me how many resources I'm missing in a sort of order. So definitely at least 3 slime plorts that I've never dropped off. Possibly, that'll be probably the gold one, at least one of those. So yeah, I think that'll be 4 plorts I've never dropped off, and then just a couple of things. Okay, we're getting there. We're discovering everything. Yeah, if I ever feel brave, I'll put up a vote on games people think would be good to play in that sort of genre, but in the immediate sort of future, that's a definite no. I am not putting that sort of on myself. Let's get you. I'm picking things for the campsite. Do I want chairs or just benches? I really actually would want a log to sit on, but I don't think that's an option. Oh wait, can I afford the... No, do not spend the oil you've literally just bought. Right, I so want one of these because you can put a slime inside it. And I just really want to do that. Oh, and there's even colours. No. We're not doing that. Let's go with conservatory chair. And a nice little table. But if I do it, then I have to go get more oil. You see? And now there's the question, who'd you put in it? Yeah, I would have to have massive veto powers over any poll for games that I might play, because even if I make it a like literal poll where I have complete control over what choices are available, I might still wimp out when it actually comes to playing the game. Right, come here, elders. We need to get all the elders down so that we can get more space for the non-elders. Right, let's just feed you. Even if it's the wrong types for most efficiency, you'll still eat them. Anyway, I need to stop. I need to stop chatting and finish up. Let's... it's technically morning. We'll end the day there. Because, no, I do not want to be hunted by T-virus zombies, as I say. I would need some sort of option that turns off weapon durability and massively increases your ammo. Because, for the life of me, not a thing. But, as I say, it's one of those things to consider. While I'm playing Slime Rancher, not worried about what I'm going to play next. There's a lot more of this game to go before I start planning that. But I definitely do want to get sort of a second slot in each week, where I can look at playing so I can have like 2 games running at a time, and potentially just have the second slot be a random variety slot rather than a long play. I have a lot of unplayed things I would like to do sort of half an hour on to get through. My unplayed section on Steam is humongous, but gotta sort of... yeah, it's what I used to do on YouTube as well. I've still got the videos up on my channel, the Screw It, We're Playing series, where it literally is just, I would just go, okay, sod it, today I'm playing this. Love doing that. And that would be nice, but need to try and get to the point where I'm actually here every Monday first, then look at adding in another day, which would likely be a Wednesday, either that or a Tuesday. Might be a one that sort of floats, but definitely won't have the energy later in the week to do it. So it would have to be either Tuesday or Wednesday. And it's just so annoying how much that clashes with all the streams I currently watch. So it's a difficult one to work out because I don't want to... oh goodness, no. I don't know how people do that. We've got Hermit Winter on the Discord who's on every day for hours, and I just don't know how people do it, you know, because that's worse than a 5-day-a-week job, you know. It's exhausting because this is quite tiring work, being a streamer. I don't know how people that stream for hours and hours every day do it. Don't know how. Massive sort of what's the word I'm looking for? I mean, all of them, you know. It is incredible. But I'd like to just get to a point where I can be at my computer more days a week, because at the moment, other than now that I'm here on a Monday, I'm on a Friday with my friends, and otherwise I've got my Steam Deck. That's massively solved my issue of not being able to play things, but I'd love to be able to be at the computer more. The amount I used to play back when I was 16, you know, finished school, straight onto World of Warcraft, on that for sort of 8 hours. How, I have no idea. But anyway, for tonight, we're going to call it there. So I'm going to take us to the ending screen, if I can hit the right button. Let's mute up the game and just bring up the background music. And I'm going to find somewhere to raid us out to. I don't know, our brains can only hold on to one thing at a time, so I think you'll forget me the moment you need to do anything. Let's have a look. Well, it looks like Laura's just gone live with Pacopia, so I will send you over that way, as that shows literally a 1-minute stream time, so hopefully not someone that I'm going to come on, Greg, join and have them immediately turn off. So if you're interested in watching some Pacopia, which, oh my god, I want that game, I just don't have a Switch 2 to play it. But, hey, patient gaming, I haven't ended up with most things within a year of their sort of release, so give it a couple of years, I'll save up and get it, and then play it. That's how I do most of these things. But otherwise, thank you so much for being here. And I will send you over. So have a lovely evening, and I'll see you again next time you're here. Thank you for being here, Fuck Me. It was lovely having you in as well. Take care, everyone.